Sybl want to do anything?
Just please. You've been silent all session.
Only about 99.98% of the time.
Still, you're among your people. Go.
Get called out.
Let the man speak.
All right. I suppose that means Sybl would have to go off on his own.
I mean,
Seek out the
Raquel's
Raquel's
is
there.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Raquel's-
Plan.
Yeah, Raquel's there
no,
too.
Nanami and Flint are planning. My bad.
Yeah.
Planning.
Yeah, Raquel's there too. So it's just like she's just been while they've been researching and Nanami and Flint have been scheming. It's Raquel and Sybl I've been left alone again. They get left alone together a lot.
I can see that, yes. But if that's the case, then yes, I imagine the two of us could go chat with the local Wyang.
Before you guys have a conversation, let me I do one check while we're planning.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I did talk to Josh about this before, but there are 2 items in my inventory, actually 3 items in my inventory that I wanted to craft into a sort of gift.
Okay.
The first one is a ring.
Ah, right.
You're close. I actually gave Josh the specifics in DM a few sessions ago.
Yeah.
I was kidding. Dear lords.
You're close, though.
Okay. Okay, just making sure that I'm not screwing you over with the DC here. That's a... And boom.
Excuse me.
Began with the forging. Come on, one romance roll has to go well today. Come on!
It's not a
always this.
It's not a critical failure when you try to make something. It just it doesn't mean you failed to make it instantly. It just means it's going to take you a little bit to try again. That is, unless you want to spend your last hero point.
I mean, how long is a little bit? I have until tonight, so.
All right. Well, let me give you a second. I'm going to look that up. Take a shot.
I'm really gonna spend all my hero points for my love story.
You tell us.
All right.
I can wait if we have the time. I'll wait and just try it again next time.
I hear everybody protesting you having fun.
Yeah, you'll get one more chance later in the day.
All right, I'll just clean up the shattered pieces of my first attempt or whatever, and just wait until next time. I'll wait till later.
Yeah. With that, I'm gonna start this. Okay, so both Raquel and Sybl, having been ditched again, decided to go on their own little adventure.
Nobody's ditching anybody.
I get it. I'm joking.
Eh.
Let
me be dramatic.
It's a good thing.
As you step out, it's at the Lantern Ward. It grows quieter the deeper you go. And you see that the lanterns hang lower here and their light's softer. Less for illumination and more for presence. The shadows stretch along the walls, but they don't feel empty. They almost feel occupied. You can see figures moving in doorways, along balconies, across narrow bridges overhead. No one's stopping you or challenging you, but they do notice you, especially you, Sybl. And a familiar person walks up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello there. It is good to see you again. Wandering around where with no direction, no destination? It is quite interesting. You are one of us, but you're not correct about it.
I suppose I do come from far away from here.
Well, we are a people who travel a lot between peoples, between cities, across great bodies of water, across time, space. At least that is what our people... That is the legend of our people, at least. He tilts his head at you. Interesting. You don't seem to have any recollection of that.
I'm afraid I do not. No.
Yes, you seem... Yes, it appears that dissolution appears to not have its hold on you as it does us. It appears that someone else has your life in the palm of their hand. What are you connected to?
I imagine Sybl could still be holding his doll and eyeing towards it.
So yes, Leho, he looks down and looks at the doll. Interesting. That doll, it is your past, but it is also your barrier to continuity.
Silverquill?
I was already trying to get that thought out of my head, yes.
You beat me to it! Dagnabbit!
I was
Dang.
trying to get that thought out of my head because I figured this is supposed to be a defining moment for Sybl.
Sorry.
All right. I had that same exact thought. You don't beat yourself up for having that same thought.
He pulls out his lantern and he walks behind you. I ask you to hold still and focus. He puts his lantern behind you, and suddenly you all look at your shadow, and it's almost like it flickers and hesitates, and it's almost like it doesn't fully match you. And Leho's expression, it's not one of fear, it's concern. I see. And then he looks over at Raquel as well. He does the same thing to her, and her shadow is slightly darker than it should be. It's slower, almost separate. You should know about Hua-Yangs, our people, is that we are tied to identity through shadow and continuity across time. And losing memory is unusual, but survivable. But losing connection is not. Even though you have lost your memory, you are still connected. And it has happened before, but not like this.
Before?
Yes. There are others who are like you. You have that certain... I don't know about you that is familiar to us. You are not broken. You are unfinished. And he's looking at the doll. And that right there is in your way.
How exactly?
He's looking at the doll. I don't know exactly, but whatever that is, it is preventing you from being whole, from being finished. But it's also, in a strange way, it shouldn't be taken from you yet. The barrier to you being unfinished needs to remain there for now. How strange. Well, I suppose I have been cryptic long enough. It seems that you don't know much about your people. Would you like to indulge yourself in our culture?
For the moment.
All right. Yeah, it's so. Well, then follow me. He brandishes his lantern and keeps walking forward. And so Raquel's looking at you just like, I did not understand a word of that. Did you?
To a point.
So Leho leads you across the streets, and he leads you to his shop. This is one of the great things of our culture, is lanterns. Please, sit. And then he puts a bunch of material in front of you and says, make one. What do you create?
I assume that this would be some kind of crafting check.
Not really a crafting check, more of a this is more of a role play thing. It's a crafting of what you basically create a lantern, and it's supposed to reflect something inside you. So what shape would the lantern be? What color would the light be? What does it represent?
I imagine it would be very much like a spell that I already possess. Because The Reaper's lantern is all about guiding the living towards death and the undead toward true death. Making it a more peaceful transition. I had thought that was Sybyl's thing from the very beginning.
It is, but he's asking you to instead of create it from magic, to craft it with your own hands. But yeah, it's there's a kind of a you're starting to put two and two together about how well Reaper's lantern fits for Sybl. It's because it's actually a part of his culture.
Yeah.
Hooray!
All right. So, with that, okay. So, as you start, doing your crafting and your folding, and when you light the lantern itself gives off connotations of not only being frightening but also being comforting, like repelling but also inviting. And it gives off a very faint sort of ice blue glow. Like it's a weird dichotomy of both soothing and unnerving.
Very much like Sybl himself.
So yes, you're engaging very sincerely in this little activity, and the lantern, it's burning very steadily, and the light, even though it's strange, but it feels right almost. It's like your hands as you're creating these, it's almost like a strange muscle memory. It's like almost like riding a bike. So Leho looks at your lantern and gives a smile, almost eerily similar to yours. This is not who you were, but this lantern that you have created, it is who you are willing to be. And it appears that there is not as much missing as you thought. Come. Let us show you more. It's Sybl. It's Leho leads you further, and brings you to a small stage with a silk screen and a lantern behind it. And scattered on the ground, you can see like paper figurines of people, objects scattered all around. And then he tells you, show us something. He is telling you to make a performance of shadow puppetry.
If that's the case, I'm going to need to do some multitasking with a couple of spells, and I'm curious whether it's going to be allowed, but for the moment, instead of using my hands, I am going to be using this to move the figurines so that I have my hands free This.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
Good use.
good use. And the fun thing is about malicious shadows, that's a focus spell, so he didn't actually spend it. So if he waits an hour, he can just refill that.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, then, if that's the case. So, what story are you going to tell? One of struggle, one of journey, one of loss?
One of loneliness. One figure traveling in between many others who do not seem to notice the one. And still, the traveler moves on.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what music would go well with this, but it is a violin. I'm sure there are many possible.
Yes. All right. If that's the case.
ADDDM.
Not quite a crit.
Just
Almost.
about.
Almost, though. All right. So the lantern behind the silk screen grows softly as the shadow puppets take shape. And the area around you quiets as you can see several people, Yang and people and normal humans, looking not expectantly but attentively. And they just watch. And then a figure appears, small, unremarkable, walking along a road. And other figures move across the stage, larger, louder, brighter. And they just pass by the traveler, speaking, laughing, fighting, living, but never to them. And the traveler slows just slightly, then just keeps walking. The traveler pauses and raises a hand, and for a moment it looks like someone might notice. But the moment passes and the world continues. Just continues on without them. Then the road splits, and one path leads towards the others, toward noise and warmth and recognition, and the other just continues forward. Empty, quiet, and alone. The traveler stands between them and for a long time and turns and walks forward alone. The figure grows smaller and smaller until it's barely visible at all. But it never stops walking. And that is where your story ends. The shadows stop, and you see there's no applause and no immediate praise, just silence. There are a couple people with tears in their eyes, and you hear a couple whispers amongst the crowd. Like a couple of them saying, like, "We see you." And another person says, "He was like unacknowledged. It's different." And Leho, he looks to you with a very sad smile. You told a beautiful story. One about being alone. But not one about being lost.
Loneliness does not necessarily mean one does not know where they are going, after all.
It is interesting. Most who walk alone eventually stop. And this traveler did. Very briefly. Why do you think he stopped? He stopped at the crossroads. Why?
I heard told of peoples long ago who believed that when you love someone and they love you in return, that a piece of your soul is put in theirs, and their soul put in yours. It is said that the reason why one feels such grief at the loss of a loved one is because that part of their soul still resides in you, and that peace you gave to them goes on with their soul. The reason why the traveler stops just briefly is to remind himself of what his loved one dreamt most of, and wanting to fulfill that dream by continuing onward.
Loneliness without hopelessness. Wonderful. Perfect. Well. Yeah, and you look to the side and you see Raquel just like she's sobbing a little. Yeah. I didn't know that you were so it's just you're always smiling, you're always happy. I didn't know you were carrying so much. You don't look like you're carrying anything, but you really are carrying a lot, aren't you?
I may be the last one amongst great many who loved one another from a very far place away. And I can do much to remind myself of all those little pieces I carry with me, just as much as many parts of my soul went with them.
Hmm. Yeah, Raquel holds herself. The fragments I hold on to of them aren't very large. And I feel like they're shrinking.
Perhaps if you were to remind yourself of how blessed you are to have ever known that love, it might bring you that peace that I have found in time.
Yeah, Raquel just falls to her knees right now, and she's just she is openly sobbing right now. I miss my family. I miss my mom. I miss my dad. I miss my sister. I just so much of my life. Everyone just through one stupid mistake that wasn't even my fault. I never got to be around them as much as I wanted. I didn't get to grow up normal. I didn't get to grow up with them. It's because of that I missed my sister's birth. And I want to go home, but I can't yet, can I? There's someone who needs me. It's not fair, is it?
Perhaps not fair, but I can say the journey is worth taking.
Okay. So just keep walking. I think I can do that.
As long as you know where you're going.
That's the thing. I try to go in a direction, and the path veers off in directions I don't expect. I know where I want to go, just can't get there sometimes. I keep getting detours. You think I'll find where I'm trying to get to eventually?
I do not doubt it.
All right. She wipes her eyes and stands up. All right. I think we have some more we have some more things about this place to check out. Why don't we keep doing that? Hmm. So Leho, he gives a very brief nod, and he takes you over to a mandala circle. It's a quiet gathering space with low seating, lanterns, and tea. You sit down with Raquel and Leho and even some other Wayangs, and it doesn't seem like anyone here really knows each other. It just seems that everyone's just sit down and just connects.
What was he saying before about lacking connection?
Yeah. Yeah. He's lacking connection, but here it's seems to be trying to rebuild it for you. So another Wayang. Her name, let's just say, hello, my name is Maithra. Maithra Idun. What's yours?
Sybl. Sybl Indrax.
I see. So, that was a very beautiful performance you did. I'm curious, what do you feel when you are not thinking?
I feel those I seek to comfort, and in turn those who wish to comfort me.
I see. What do you remember that feels real?
I feel those I travel with now. As lost as they seem, as uncertain as they seem, they are at least determined.
I see. It's interesting. Some might see you as empty, but you're not, are you? You feel deeply, you think deeply. You just pretend you are. You pretend you're empty. You pretend you're unwanted.
I think forward to the time when I still have yet to fulfill certain dreams. I put this little show together depicting loneliness In part thinking to how I used to be, but also in part to reach out to others who cannot help but feel they are in the same boat.
Those who comfort often need comfort themselves.
Maybe when I no longer have so many so close to me, referring to the doll, that may yet be true.
All right. So, as conversations continue in this little mandala circle, it doesn't really seem to have an ending. People just simply stop speaking, stand, and just leave with no goodbye and no conclusion. The lanterns remain, and the space doesn't change, but you feel like something about you has, and you're not sure what. Mm-hmm. All right.
Now that I've officially put everyone in a somber mood,
That was great.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
I don't know what you're talking about, Somber. That was awesome.
We love hearing you, Doc. We love hearing your acting.
Yeah.
And besides,
In
Sybl is
certain
really
moments.
interesting.
Yeah.
in certain moments, those moments do have to be few and far between in order for it to work.
Yeah.
It's special.
All right. All right. So the Silk Lantern Rest feels different in daylight. The lanterns are dim, their glow softened by natural light filtering through silk curtains, and shadows are shorter now, less mysterious but no less present. And the air carries a scent of warm broth, fresh herbs, and steeping tea. Conversations are still quiet, but no longer hushed, measured, intentional. You notice that your table has already been prepared. No one asked when you will return.
That's not creepy at all.
Or hospitable.
To be fair, they weren't expecting us.
Well, shouldn't look to get forced in the mouth. And and Adrian goes over to the lunch table and sits down.
All right, you sit down at the table, and so yeah, you can see the midday spread. It's braised pork and tofu with ginger glaze.
Yum.
Stir-fried veggies with light garlic and sesame, steamed rice, a clear herbal soup, and the 3 teas that you are very familiar with.
Of course.
All right. So as everyone just kind of sits down, Raquel looks at you all. So, how'd it go with everyone?
Insightful, I'd say.
I didn't quite find what I was looking for. But I'm glad that everyone else's missions were fruitful.
I'll share
There was something strange about that archivist, though.
Really? I didn't notice anything.
I know your nose was in a book.
True. But yeah, Adrian, he's gonna quick pass the notes about Pandemonium to Olwen, so that way she catches up.
Yeah.
what's the next thing to do now?
Well, I'd like to see if we can get our weapons back.
And that means about time to turn myself over. Okay,
All right.
let's go.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Well, let's check to see if we get our weapons, and then we'll make our way to, I guess, the palace.
No, not the palace.
Not the palace.
I want all of you to collect your weapons first.
Right.
Then Adrian and I... remember, it was the guard who took our weapons to begin with.
Right.
And since you can call Feronia to your side at any time, it's just as well that the others get their weapons first, because you don't need to, and it looks better if I don't have mine.
Yeah, that makes sense. But that being said, I do need to do something once I do get her. And Josh, I noticed on my character sheet I am missing one of my focus spells. I am missing the runic impression focus spell.
Ah, okay. I can quickly.
Yep.
There we go.
Thank you all very much. So focus pool is now open.
Yep. Focus pool. Yes, you now have 3 focus points in your focus pool now, and that is your maximum.
Everybody swim!
Yeah, so then, yeah, when I do get Feronia back, I'm going to swap out the conducting rune for the shifting rune again. So that way I can do so that way I can still use the bastard sword, but with either the certain types of weapon touch. So either corrosive, flaming, etc.
Ooh.
With that, so you guys are still so where are you guys going?
I think most of us outside of myself and Hoshimi are gonna get our weapons. Hoshimi and I are gonna get arrested in quotations.
Well, no, it's like my thought process is after they're in and they leave, then we come in, and then Hoshi turns herself in.
Right. Okay.
All right.
So weapons first, I guess?
Yeah, you guys' weapon first,
Yeah.
and then we'll come in and yeah.
Okay.
I'm scared. I know this was my plan, but that's exactly why I'm scared.
Okay.
We
So, yeah, I'll head over to the guardhouse, and yeah, there are quite a few soldiers around, and they're all looking at looking at you just with wariness. Just you've been getting a lot of those glances as you've been walking through the city. It's just no one has just yes. Yeah, it's one person actually tried to sell you someone tried to sell you a robe with a with characters on it, with Simajin characters on it that says foreigner.
Oh. Wow.
Subtle.
I remember that lady in Mirrored Port.
Yeah. Yes, personal experience.
Gaijin.
Yeah, or not only that. Well, it was in Kenya. It's we actually have a shirt on us. We actually have a shirt that says Mzungu on it, which just means white person.
I'm still thinking of that bit from Robin Williams' Weapons of Mass Destruction. It's like, oh, my friend got a tattoo. Got a tattoo. It's like full of life. It's like, no, that says butt monkey. It's like, okay, well, this one says peace. No, that says delivers on Tuesday. So now my friend is the butt monkey who delivers on Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
That's why I'm
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
What a legend.
I won't try as what is one of the big reasons why I will never get a tattoo, because just like if they mess it up or they do something to me, it's stuck on me.
It's true.
I mean, it's not stuck on you. It's just expensive to get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Or you
All
could
right,
be like
so-
Phoebe and just get a dot and say it's like the Earth from really, really, really far away.
God.
All right. So